Welcome to the foundation. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Battle in the building. Hey, man, another week, another show. So let's jump straight to it, man. Hope everyone's feeling good. Disclaimer time, basically letting you guys know that, hey, it's the king up in here and just going to touch on a few subjects that took place in between the last show and the current one. And like as usual, I don't want no BS, no problems, no legal issues, none of the above, because it's for entertainment purposes only. Whew. Boy, this one right here is a doozy, man. It's a whole lot of them took place, but this one right here hits home. Losing an icon like this is like someone you basically grew up with. And I usually don't speak of celebrities in that way, but this cat really was your brother that was on TV or someone that represented you on television. Yeah, man, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Damn. 54 years young, man. He transitioned out in Costa Rica. Apparently he drowned. From what they say, it could have been a rip current. He definitely was an experienced swimmer, and that's why I have a very good respect for Mother Nature. And, while most folks, joke about me not really getting in the ocean and I just respect it from a distance and enjoy the beauty of it. This is one of the reasons why. I mean, he jumped out there swimming on a early morning out in Costa Rica, and they found him down the coast against some rocks. Apparently they say that he got caught up in a rip current, and that's a way to go. That's a horrible way to go. But all we can do is celebrate his life. But like I say, man, people just don't understand what this brother meant to the community, man, especially our community growing up. Especially if you watch the Cosby back in the day, which had a profound effect on our community as a whole. I mean, everyone can remember Thursday nights if you were in elementary school or middle school in the 80s, just in general. I mean, all levels, to be honest with you. You didn't make plans on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock with the Cosby Show, and then of course with A Different World following up. Well, he was pretty much in our age range, so this was someone we could relate to. We see a family that's a power dynamic. The husband's a physician, the wife's a lawyer. They raising these educated, beautiful kids that look like you and me, and we take that on to school with great pride. I'm thankful to have parents, that were in my life during that period of time, but it still was a great representation of what we could be, and especially with A Different World and the HBCU lifestyle. Like myself, I'm an NCCU alum. That had a big influence on me as well. And this was a huge blow. He leaves behind family, a wife and child. This is heartbreaking to hear this news. Man, for him to be as great as he was, not only a poet, but an actor, family man, and you really didn't hear much about any scandals or anything about this brother. This brother carried himself in a great way. But yeah, he's definitely gonna be sorely missed, because you don't really see great brothers like this, especially in the entertainment game. It's a huge blow, y'all. Huge blow. Dang. So now we go to the next subject. Seems like this doesn't want to go away. It's like that bad ulcer. It's just a bad situation, no matter how you try to look at it, because we spoke on this last week. But especially with Beyonce's situation with the unreleased files not being recovered. This situation is just so unfortunate, because according to New Jersey, they said that as of last Friday, if Jay-Z didn't take the DNA test, that he would be presumed the father, right? So, of course, everyone on the edge waiting to see, oh, damn, is he going to show up or is he going to be presumed the father? Everyone was thinking. So, for me, it's just like a no-brainer. I mean, all his moves to me has shown that he's guilty of something. I hate to say it that way. But the world wanted to know. So what happened? The weekend came and went, and he brought the 40-40 Club. We're going to make sense of it, right? He brought in some guests, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and other celebrities came in and said, hey, welcome to the 40-40 Club. Now, what does the 40-40 Club symbolize in this case? Well, he didn't take the DNA test. You know what he took? He brought a court document that had 40 pages. 40, that's the fourth, that's the first 40-page document on why he shouldn't take this test, because it's been pretty much disputed in previous cases, and we know how shady that looked to begin with. And then here's the other 40. He could have just used $40 to take a DNA kit test, right? Solve all your problems. After all, you have nothing to hide. If he's not yours, basically take the test and it's done. I mean, I've known cats, who had paternity cases dumped in their lap or court-ordered DNA test. They were adamant about not being a father. They took the test came up negative. Life goes on, right? So what's really going on in this situation? We know there are theories out there on why he don't want to take this test because of the mother. She transitioned, and it's just not a good look for someone to be spending, hundreds of thousands of dollars. All these suspicious things that keep coming out the blue, guns being tossed in Ramirez's car or him getting shot at. I mean, this is getting ridiculous, right? Why would a person go through such lengths to pay so much money when you can just handle it? If you're so adamant about being harassed, then take the test. People are not dumb. You can't be harassed if you never took a DNA test to prove you were correct. Trust me, if Jay would have taken the DNA test and it comes back to be negative, guess what? Ramirez said himself, he'll apologize. He can take the humiliation. It's something about having that missing piece to the puzzle when it comes to your lineage or knowing where you come from. So I can identify exactly where it's coming from. It's deeper than money. It's about your identity. We all want to know where we come from, right? So when people go and say, why you want him to take the test now? Why you looking for money, right? You too old. You already been, you 30 years old. You don't need to know that. Yeah, you do. No, you do. Personally, I know elders who met their parents for the first time, whether it was a father, they've been searching and they find them in their late 40s, early 50s. And it's like a missing piece of the puzzle. It's like the relief and of searching and finally knowing where you come from, man, it's huge. So this is definitely not going to go away, and it shouldn't. Just throwing money at the situation and paying off lawyers and paying off judges. Your brand has already been affected. I don't know if you're the father or not, so I can't say that you are, but the way you're moving is just really suspicious and just it's a horrible look, period. So forget your brand. I'm just going to keep it PG. Forget your brand. And if it comes out that one day that you do take this test and it's true, you got enough money to go away and enjoy the rest of your life when your kids as well. But don't think about doing no live appearances and expecting people to support you. But this is horrible, so on many levels, what I'm saying? And that's a whole different situation for you and your queen bee, because it's going to affect her as well, because she's harboring the situation and not helping, and tried to add basically a roadblock with this whole stolen music case. So yeah, man, just thought I'd let that be known, man. That is just crazy. On to another unfortunate incident, man, which I'm pretty sure everyone has heard about this, and it's just horrible, man. Usually you take your kid to the dentist and you expect everything to be okay. My son, he's had a situation where he's had, some cavities at a very young age, and it was due to, drinking a bunch of, a lot of juice, or more importantly, the vitamins we were giving them were gummies. So gummies are sugar, right? So of course they get caught up in your teeth, and influence his cavity. So he had to get, some work done, and thank God everything was fine. It was just, he just had to get those cavities addressed. But man, this situation with the child that lost his life at 2 years old, due to a similar procedure where he was just pretty much getting some dental work done. And for him to, go under the sedation and then transition, oh man, I feel for the parents, man, because they were basically just doing what was right for the children. Just wanted to make sure that the child's teeth was in good standing, healthy. Because we all know when your dental health or hygiene can affect other areas in your life. I really feel, and I don't want to put the picture of the kid because it's just too heartbreaking. The family I'm sure is going through enough, losing a child like that. And man, I just don't have no words for it, man. So we definitely will have to follow up to see, was there more to this situation? Like, was there a cleaning issue? Was there a hygiene issue? Was there a mold issue? Because we had a lot of floods down here. It just doesn't make sense for something like this to happen. I just want to send my prayers and condolences. But on to the next subject, and man, another tragedy, man. And this right here this one right here just really hits home because we all get. I don't know if anyone who's had to go in an MRI machine and you have a fear of being claustrophobic. This right here, MRI does add to it. I've had to get a knee imaging when I tore my ACL. I had to slide up in this machine, even knowing that it's a tight space, and I just had to really mentally prepare for it. But some people really freak out at being in tight spaces like that. And it does have, warnings about not wearing metal, and you don't supposed to wear jewelry or anything of that nature. But I rarely wear jewelry. This situation right here, when this brother, I just don't know what to think, man. They said he had a 20-pound chain on his neck. I'm like, what the hell was this guy Mr. T or something? I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, a 20, and you I don't know if anyone ever seen images of what happens when this MRI machine is running and there's metal objects around. Even like I've seen wheelchairs that get sucked up into it. I've seen people fighting it to get off of it because it has some metal on, it's pulling them into it, and it has the warning on there right there. Don't first of all, don't go in that imaging room once the machine is cut on. For that reason, for the strong magnetic pull. And this brother had they said he had a 20-pound chain around his neck, and it pulled him in. Like, and he had a medical episode, and of course, eventually he just went limp and transitioned. So I'm pretty sure this case is not going to go away soon. But the warnings are there, and if you're going in an MRI environment, man, need that 20-pound chain at the even at the doggone car, something. Leave it in the vehicle. Don't even take it out the house. You can go into the hospital with that. But everybody has their their way of expressing themselves, and man, that's a horrible way to go, man. Good gracious. It really makes me not want to wear any jewelry. I don't wear it. Like I said, I barely wear it unless I step out and I put my ankh on. Oh boy, folks are already claustrophobic, and now when you say the words MRI, people will just be like, "Hey, I'd rather not know. If the X-ray can't get it, I don't want to know." So it's an unfortunate situation. Definitely praying for the family of the loved one of the deceased. Horrible way to go. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna raise up out of here. I'll definitely be back with some more stories later this week because it's been so much active things going on. I'm just gonna give you bit by bit. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I see you guys. Add, subscribe, continue to show love. Cash App $ DJ Battle 313. I see you guys around. Hey, let's chop it up soon. All right.